Yeah, if only you believe.
Dixon Correctional Institute is the second largest prison in what has become America's most punishing state, Louisiana. DCI is a medium security prison, home to more than 1,500 inmates. Because 80% will one day be leaving, the prison focuses on rehabilitating inmates, getting them prepared for life outside the barbed wire.
An inmate can choose either road. You can choose the down road or you can choose the up road. We begin basically teaching him their consequences for his behavior. And that's something that inmates don't have when they come into the prison system.
An inmate's behavior dictates how and where he will spend his time while at DCI. Inmates who do good time and avoid rule violations primarily stay in dorms on the main compound. Those who violate rules can find themselves in the working cell block, where they are held in two-man cells. But DCI's most rebellious prisoners end up in extended lockdown, where inmates are confined in cells for 23 hours of the day.
We are going to extended lockdown. Got a few of them back there I haven't seen on the compound in over a year. But that's the way they choose to do their time.
My name is Clifton Thomasy. I was sentenced to 64 years for distribution, possession with intent to distribute crack cocaine. And I got here probably the end of 97. One of the things that my lawyer told me was it does not hurt to go help people. And I interpreted that as my mission to come and assist people who are not capable of doing for themselves.
All inmates at DCI are required to either hold a job or go to school. After taking classes, Clifton has acquired his paralegal license at DCI and earned the right to be an inmate counsel.
Inmate counselors play a very important role here, and they help the inmate population defend themselves. It does keep them busy, and it keeps their mind occupied. It's good training for them, and hopefully it'll help them when they get out.
These guys are the same way I was when I came to DOC. I did not understand the law. After taking my course and working in the law library with the other guys, I have some understanding of the law now.
All right. Friday, I went and talked to somebody about getting you moved to the working cell block. Do you want to go?
I mean, this week we make 167 days. Last week was 157 days, so I'm ready to go.
Torlin and I shared some time together on the compound. We were bed partners, and I know his potential. I'm going to do what I can to help him to get back into population. I push for everybody.
Torlin's rebellious behavior at DCI has resulted in dozens of write-ups for fighting and aggravated disobedience.
I'm going to see about getting you on board for this week and getting you moved over there.
Yeah.
You don't have a problem with that? You're not going to ride out on me?
Like I told you, man, it's prison, man. You know.
We know we in prison.
One day, you really got to take it one day at a time.
That's all we can do. That's all we can do.
I really can't speculate as to what's going to happen tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. But I also want you to go in with the mindset that if somebody comes to you for trouble, that you don't go out of your way to seek it.
It ain't the same as if I was in the streets. It's difficult to be a saint surrounded by devils.
He voices his opinion.
Yeah, man.
If it's security, he's going to tell him what's on his mind. If it's another inmate, he's going to tell him what's on his mind. Speak your piece and move on. Well, a lot of times he doesn't move on.
For an inmate like Kevin Derwin, who is trying to keep away from extended lockdown and remain on the compound. Avoiding trouble with others is a constant struggle.
My name's Kevin Derwin. I got 10 years for a fourth offense DWI. Got about a year and probably 4 more months to go.
You're down to the shower house.
In the compound, you're around 1,000 inmates all day long, watching them complain. And of course, there's a lot to complain about, but it ain't gonna make it no better. You got like 60-something people in this dorm. That's 60-something attitudes you deal with, you know? You could walk from here to that bunk right there and probably get in trouble with somebody, you know? It's got a lot to do with how you carry yourself. Well, as far as doing bad time, you know, the free man can pick you out, don't like you for whatever reason, make things hard for you. I got some pictures of my little boy and little girl. I want to go back out there and do my part as a father to them. That means a lot to me. I got one out looking that's getting out. You deal with it as best way as you can, you know, try and stay out of trouble.
Yep, it's the prison life. All about adjustment. Once you get adjusted, you're all right.
My name's Joseph Parks, street name Monica. I'm raised in New Orleans, projects. My whole life based on drugs, man. I was brought up rough, real rough. I was dealing drugs on the street for about 7-8 years. I got busted twice. It's the fast life. Trying to get rich quick, you know. Maybe about 5 years. 1 more year, but wait a long time.
Let's cigarette.
Okay.
Huh?
What's going on?
Now I come and get a cigarette. I'm nicked out.
I come to prison trying to feel my way around, you know, feel somebody on my level. So one day I run across Terry. We've been running ever since.
They ain't gonna get in there.
He got my back, I got his.
Just roll with it, my friend. What you talking about, kid?
Unlike other inmates who go it alone at DCI, Kat and Terry choose to do their time as a team.
Name Terry Washington, 27. Been to DCI 3 years, 3 months. The thug life, you know. I turned to the street. That's the way the streets made me. Once I got the fundamentals of the game, I ran with the game on my own. I done lost in the game 3 times, got 3 convictions.
You know, Monday morning, everybody uptight right now, you know. Right up, on time. Entertainment.
Right up.
Jermaine Williams.
As trustees, Kat and Terry are considered to be 2 of DCI's most well-behaved inmates. Only those with few write-ups and sentences of less than 7 years can be eligible.
That's how we coming this morning, still dumb.
Every morning before dawn, the trustees of Crew 15 leave DCI to begin a 10-hour day cleaning the highways.
Robert Ellis. I'm from New Orleans, West Bank, Marrero. I'm here for a distribution charge.
Robert Ellis?
I've been down for 2 years. Got 2 left.
Other trustees, like Robert Ellis, are transported daily to Baton Rouge to work in and around the state capitol. These inmates often work unsupervised.
We sent about 120 inmates every day to Baton Rouge, to our capital, to clean buildings and the landscaping. Those inmates are hand-selected. They need that exposure in order to help them understand what they're going to be faced with when they get out.
This is what I I do every day. Same thing every day. I enjoy it though. Yes, sir.
Okay. A few days ago, I submitted your name to the warden, so you're going to be starting a new job tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge Police Academy.
Okay.
You're going to be working by yourself over there. Every day. You're going to be working 5 days a week.
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
No problem, because my family, they usually come see me on weekends.
So you'll have just about every weekend off. You need to go ahead and get all your stuff wrapped up, because I'm going to take you over there and show you what you're going to be doing tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take you over there right now, though.
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right. He has to keep a good, clean record and not have any write-ups against him, and be recommended by his sergeant for something like this. This is a very good privilege.
I feel nice. I'm honored that, they would give me the chance to go over and work by myself. That's saying that they really trust me. I'm honored about that. Just a little nervous right now. So I don't know exactly what they expect right now, going over to the building and all. Last time I was unsupervised, that was when I was home. Yeah, I made a mistake then. I'm not planning on making no mistakes now because, like I said, I have a wife and kids at home that I plan on seeing soon.
Robert's promotion gives him a level of freedom and independence that other inmates have betrayed in the past. Inmates at Louisiana's Dixon Correctional Institute can earn the right to work in the state buildings around Baton Rouge. Allowed a level of freedom other inmates don't experience, they often work far from a guard's watch. This freedom is a privilege that has been put to the test.
Todd Williams walked away from a work crew at the state capitol on Thursday. Williams was serving his second year of a 6-year sentence for burglary. In fact, officials say he was a model trustee. So the big question is, why did he escape?
We have indications through our monitoring system with the phones and stuff that he was a drug addict and he was trying to get some drugs.
Being incarcerated is a heavy burden. I had just family problems and drug problems. And one morning I decided to leave.
Inmates in Baton Rouge are at times on their own. When Todd Williams left, he had it timed. He basically looked around and knew that he had about 15 to 20 minutes before they'd be looking for him, and he took advantage of those 15 to 20 minutes.
I was due to release in 2004. Now I'm due to release in 2006.
Lieutenant Taylor.
To prevent future escape attempts in Baton Rouge, Warden LeBlanc now conducts random exercises to test his staff.
Here at the state capitol, we have 3 officers working in here, and we have 25 inmates working in here. And we're going to go in there and slip one of those inmates out of here and see how long it takes the officers to realize we have an inmate missing. Dwayne, take your gloves off, put them on the cart. The point of this is to check up on the officers and see how well they're staying accountable for the inmates. He should know where each one of these inmates are within every 30 to 45 minutes. All right, he's got it. And now I'm going to notify the lieutenant that all's clear. We got that inmate. We just got to sit back and wait and see how long it takes that sergeant to miss this inmate.
So the officer that we're testing today is Sergeant Charles Ami. Sergeant Ami's crew is split up into 5 sections. He has 5 inmates. It does take a while to check on your inmates. That's one reason you're pretty much on your feet all the time. It's already been close to working on 25 minutes.
So is Dwayne Reynolds down there?
When's the last time you saw him, Chuck?
28 minutes.
Temple. Now we fixing to start our little walkthrough to see if we can find Dwayne. S3, S6.
S6, go ahead. Start on 6, working way down.
10-4.
10-4, tunnel's clear. I hadn't seen him. I got Chad upstairs.
10-4, hit the 3rd floor right now.
DCI 43, DCI 41.
41, go ahead.
Can you bring Dwayne in the building?
10-4, so I get parked.
10-4. Sergeant Army. Very good job, sir.
Oh, thank you.
30 minutes.
So 28 minutes was close then, huh?
You were right on time.
Time is exactly what it took for me to change and renew my spirit from glory to glory. I got here with a possession with intent to distribute. When the drug transaction took place on the street in '96, my brother came to me. I was at work. He said, "Come on, I just want you to drop me off at an apartment." I said, "Chris, I got something I got to go handle." He said, "Well, just drop me off on your way." And I tried to talk him out of it, and he insisted on getting a ride. That's all he wanted was a ride. Well, today you're riding. You're riding with me.
Waiting for count to clear right now. No talking on the dorm and everything. No bad hopping.
The judge told Chris, "You knew the crime. You got in the vehicle anyway. Therefore, I'm giving you 20 years. That hit hard right there for me, so I know it hit him hard.
It's a mad rush every day. I'm usually the first one out here. Got to reserve a bench. People will definitely try you here. If I walk back to my bed right now, something been stolen from around my house, if I can't find out who did it, I've got to pick somebody who I don't like, and just go and bust him in his mouth. When we first got here, Joey had 60 years and I had 24 years. And most people, what they do when they get that type of time is they rebel. They're angry and they start causing trouble. And we decided right then and there that even if we did our time day for day, that we weren't going to live like that anymore, that we had to make a change, that we were going to be better people no matter where we were. We were not going to let this situation bring us down and turn us into animals.
While some trustees work in Baton Rouge, others spend their days on a cattle farm outside DCI. These inmates are employed by Louisiana's Prison Industries Program, a $26 million a year operation that uses inmate labor. This is Kevin's second year on the farm. Here he is often left to work on his own, away from the constant tensions of the dorm.
For me, my time turned all the way around when I made trustee, because I enjoy the little ride over here and to get away, you know. I love it out here. When I first got to this barn, it was all raggedy, and I put all this paint up, replaced a lot of boards, and I've had guys ask me, you know, why you do all that, man? You'll be leaving and leave this behind, but I feel like it's mine while I'm here. I found a little bit of inner peace working out here within myself. I feel like I did my kids wrong, did myself wrong. It almost drives me crazy, you know, to be away from them like that and thinking, you know, I failed. Just because you fall, though, don't mean you can't get back up and dust your knees off and keep going.
It's late morning on Highway 41 near DCI, and Kat and Terry are well into their day. Unlike more privileged trustees such as Kevin and Robert, who work in Baton Rouge and on the farm, Kat and Terry's crew is constantly under a guard's watch.
I'm the flag man. Been walking the highway for a year and a half now. I lost about 40-something pounds.
Like I always say, you know, they can't break me. They can bend me, but they can't break me. Only strong survive in this game here. Come on with it. Where you at, cat? That's my comrade right there.
You know this fantastic Slim. Let's roll with it. Let me give me a couple bags.
That's the ghetto twins right there.
Time to go to work. 31, 14, 20. That's me. You ain't got to know my name. All you got to know is this here. You know everything about me. And that number never died. That number gonna stay with me the rest of my life.
Get out the road.
All right, boss. About to go eat. Chow time.
Hey, I got on the highway 10 hours now. Look at that.
There you go.
It's cold-blooded, huh?
That's it right there. 2 showers and a bag of chips.
I'm
10, 12 miles.
the grease come out of it.
This bucket gonna show you the reason why you should stay out of prison.
Who is up? What you say about that, kid?
Living like a criminal.
Although under a guard's watch, Cat and Terry have earned the freedom to eat lunch outside, apart from the other inmates.
We're gonna visit the dig. I feel like when I'm anyway. Tell me the thing that me and these people got in common. We both forgot about.
Huh? What you think they forgot about, kid?
I don't exist right now. Out of mind, out of sight. Who you know in their right mind go get their lunch break in a damn graveyard?
During the game, but we still in it.
I love going to Baton Rouge. I love leaving. I hate coming back. After you done went out there and been around other people, it's like I got to go back to the compound. That's about the hard part, you know. Going out there, going to work, and not being able to go home to my family. The most frustrating part is coming back for the script search, because me, myself, I don't plan on bringing anything back from out there. I'm going ahead and make my phone call before I take me a shower, get ready for tomorrow, and see if my old lady come and see me tomorrow. Hopefully she done got off from work already. I ain't know what's up with you. I just got off from work. So you coming up here tomorrow? Yeah, okay. Don't forget, wear something nice. Yeah, I'm saying that I don't see no jeans. Yeah. Love you. Tell them girls hello.
I'm located up in the working block. It's one level above extended lockdown.
A long period in lockdown has adjusted Torland's attitude just enough to earn him a transfer.
I stayed in extended lockdown for approximately 7.5 months. I was transferred for an undetermined amount of time. They say 90 days. It depends on the way you conduct yourself around these people.
Well, I talked to Torland in extended, and I hadn't seen him in quite some time. Next thing I hear, he's in the working cell block. So I'm happy for him, and I hope he got his mind right and extended, and he can do these 90 days back there. He's that much closer to getting on the compound.
What's up?
Brian Cooper. Brandon Jackson.
I was charged with possession of a firearm and attempted murder, which was reduced. It was a drug trade went bad. I took the law in my own hands and I shot at him. Thankfully, I didn't kill him.
I sit around thinking about my days and my ways as a young gun. Now that I struck out, I wouldn't doubt what she preached about. Getting like your father day by day is what she used to say. Need to change your ways or you just might lay in early grave. Now I'ma said to play it cool, stay in school, but I disobeyed the rules. Now we in these true penitentiary blues.
We're working in the woods behind the cell block B,
This is a field operation. This is working cell block line, crew 13.
Ain't nothing, cuz. Real mundane life, bro. Day in and day out, the same stuff. There's nothing changed. Nothing changed.
It's a step up for him to be out of extended lockdown into the working cell block. Now he can continue to work his way from level 1 to level 2, and eventually he'll be out of the working cell block, which will be a real accomplishment from coming from lockdown.
It feels all right to be out here. I mean, I could think of a number of places I'd rather be.
It's Sunday at DCI, and the prison's visiting area is crowded with wives, children, mothers, and fathers. Like every other weekend for the past 4 years, the Thomasy family is here to spend time with their sons.
Clifton and Christopher Thomasy.
All right.
But first, they must go through a rigid screening process that tries to prevent drugs or other contraband from entering the prison.
Okay. We passed one more time. He'd put 250 in each of them.
Dad's there with us, thick and thin.
Yes, ma'am.
When we got sentenced, he was there. And since I've been here, he comes every other weekend.
Hey, bud. How you doing? All right. How about you?
Looking good.
Y'all looking good? What's that, Slim? All right. See there again.
He really loves both of us because we've put him through quite a few spells, and he's still with us.
Let Daddy get here where I can put some money in there.
My dad owns a furniture store. I thought before I got this time was we was going to let him retire and we were going to take it over. Then this kicked up and he's got to do an extra 5 or 10 years with us. You know, so it's like all of us were sentenced.
There's no reason why he even needs to work. He's 60 years old. He's worked his whole life. The only reason he's out there working now is for me and my brother to make a life for us.
These guys put a lot of work into it. You know, they also.
When I get out, I'm going out there and I'm going to go to work and I'm going to let my dad go ahead and retire. I'm laying out on him. And as soon as I'm done here, I'm going out there and I'm going to let him lay out on me.
Every Sunday morning, jump up about 9 o'clock, jump in the shower, get ready, shave. But I'm just waiting on my wife to get off the bus, you know. I haven't seen her in about a month now. It'd be nice to see my wife, you know. And I'm crazy about it. She's sticking there with me no matter what. You know, we've been together now for 21 years. Picking at my hands and just anticipating, you know. That's mostly what the guys do on a Sunday. Everybody sit out and anticipate and look off in the parking lot and stuff like that to see if there are people driving up, see who all's in the car, who all's on the bus. Everybody started looking up there to see if they see the bus coming around the curve and stuff, you know. You know, like where we be sitting there, we looking under the bus, you know, looking for legs. Nope. Okay. Nope. She's not on there. So I have to go back and call and find out what's going on. In a way, it bothers me because it's almost like I abandoned them. You know, being here, I worries a lot about it. One of these days, I'll be taking that ride. It won't be on that bus there, but I'll be taking that ride out here on my way home. That's one of the days that I'm just waiting on.
Robert's disappointment is part of life at DCI. For some of the inmates, being locked up is almost impossible to take. On the farm, away from DCI and other inmates, Kevin's trustee status gives him the freedom he needs to clear his mind.
This one right here, I really take it
I watched him come a long, long ways. He acted like he was scared to death of a human. And I can do this now with him. Come on. That kind of makes me feel good. I got a lot of time into this horse right here. It's easier to have a relationship with a horse than an inmate because you know he ain't gonna, ain't nothing gonna turn bad on you. You know this horse ain't gonna stab you in the back. I'm trying to be positive today. It's a little hard work doing it in prison because, man, you hear so much negative stuff. I try and get away from all that. A lot of times I get so relaxed out here as far as mind-wise, not all this tension all the time. They'll tell us to get ready to go in sometimes, and I hate to go in. Since I've been down, I've worked on trying to get my mind right. This is not no vacation for me.
Come back in the project, man. See what's up with you, bro.
Back from work and in the dorm, Kat and Terry try to make some sense out of life at DCI.
I was watching everybody, you know.
We call it the project because, you know what I'm saying, we isolated back. You can sit back here, you know what I'm talking about? We be laying there, seeing what's happening, taking inventory, seeing what's going on with the cutthroats.
So I hate to be looking like this on the camera, though, you know. But you got to portray the image when you're in here, you know what I'm saying? Because you get stepped on, you know.
That somebody could lie on you, throw you in the cross, say you said this, say you said that. Everybody won't be the big shot, the big man. Everybody won't respect. Life hard, dude, bro. For somebody, you know what I'm saying?
See, they think it's a struggle up in here. There ain't really no struggle in here. The struggle on the outside. That's what the struggle is.
Yeah, I started off on the wrong foot. Like I said, when I first come here, I had the street, you know, street mentality. But after, you know what I'm saying, being here a little while and kind of just to, you know, sit back and relax, be cool, you know. One thing for sure I keep with me, this little book right here. You know what I'm saying? Good book, you know what I'm talking about? People keep me going. Only thing I really keep in here is my son's pictures. Look at them every day, you know. You know, he out there waiting on me.
What you doing, boy? Oh, God. I'm gonna get you as soon as I get him. Another part of my job capacity is doing DB court. When an inmate commits a rule violation and gets written up for it, he has to go to court and face a 2-member panel.
State your name and number for the record.
Robert Glander, 439971. Thomas C. Counsel.
How you plead on this?
Pleading guilty with a statement. He was self-defending himself. He was in bed sleeping when this inmate came and attacked him. You know, I'd like for you to take that into consideration, as well as the fact that he has received no write-ups in the last 90 days.
Due to seriousness of offense, one write-up in the last 90. That's a pretty good record. We're gonna send you to 8 days extra duty imposed. Credit time served 3 days. You got 5 days extra duty to do.
In addition to helping others as an inmate counsel, Clifton is now focused on a much more personal battle, the battle to salvage his own future.
How are you doing, sir?
All right.
Court.
Yeah.
Thomas, you ready? Yes, sir, I'm ready.
I was not sentenced to life or death. I was sentenced to years.
Yeah.
My goal is to go home, not to die in prison. And I'm going back to court one more time. If I can prove that my lawyer was ineffective in the beginning when I first got my time, then what they'll do is they'll take back the 40-year sentence and they'll impose the initial plea bargain of 20 years.
that's what I feel. Because with a 20-year sentence, I can see the end of the tunnel. At 40, having to do 20 years, I can't see that light. I'm thinking that I'm going to get a little bit of justice because the judge sees that I'm serious now.
Where are you going to?
I'm praying hard on it. I want it to happen now. I want it to happen soon. So all I can do is hope and pray.
It's been 3 weeks, and inmate Robert Ellis is adjusting well to his new promotion.
You go in this door right here and pick up the mail for DCI, for Dixon. When I first started in Baton Rouge, it was scary. You know, I didn't know what to expect. It was almost like being born again. Just learning things over. All right, how you doing, Lieutenant? Okay, this is one of the offices that I come in also. Mr. Andy. How you doing, Mr. Andy? Okay. As time progresses, you know, things get better. The people get used to seeing your face, you know, like when you walk in, it's almost like you're one of them. Not much. My floors. If you would have seen them when I got here, I mean, they look a whole lot different already. That's what most of the people tell me around and say that they're starting to look better. Kind of work at my own pace now. You know, everything is all on me. If don't nothing get done, then it ain't nobody's fault but mine. I have nobody else to blame but myself. I like it like that. It's pretty nice, you know, being unsupervised and stuff. You know, then it shows that, you know, they have a lot of trust in me being out there by myself. So, you know, that helps too.
I've been in working cell block now for approximately 2.5, maybe 3 weeks now. This environment is not ideal. I would encourage anyone to be here. But it's all depends on what you do here with your time. One way or another, you're going to spend your time, whether you spend it wisely or you spend it in ignorance. This is some stuff that I prepared for t-shirts. Some zodiac signs right here. And basically, I created them in an Afrocentric perspective. When I'm drawing, it's a form of escape for me because my time flies by. So if I start at 7 o'clock in the morning, before you know it, it's 5:30, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And I really don't feel my time. I was basically creating portraits for the employees that work here, sometimes for inmates.
This is another guy that actually works here, a security officer. This is a picture of him and his daughter. It took me about 2.5 days.
I'm not trying to become famous or anything. I just love doing it. And hopefully, upon my release, I want to create my own business. I really don't want to work for anyone. After working for these people for a number of years for nothing, I don't think I want to have a boss man. I could be my own boss man.
Today I went to court. My lawyer subpoenaed 4 witnesses. 2 of them showed up. Therefore, the hearing is incomplete, and it's been rescheduled for another court date. I don't know which way it's leaning right now. I mean, I'm not even going to try to predict that. My brother Chris has about 6 months left to do here before he's eligible for a halfway house. So when he leaves here, that's hard because since we have been incarcerated since November 29th, 1996, we have slept right next to each other. We have been through it all. So Chris will leave me in about 6 months. I'm happy for him, but I'm sad at the same time because as of right now, today, I have 15 years left.
too much you can do in prison, man, but try to get your life together, make plans, you know, what you're going to do when you get out. That's the only thing keep us going, getting out. Me and my boy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he going home in a minute.
I'm going to leave him here. I hate to say it like that, you know. He don't have too much long, you know. Cat may have about a year and a half, you know. If everything go right on my end, you know, I'm gonna keep it real with him, you know. I just put all of, you know, the past behind me and try to look toward the future. So that's my main priority, you know. Try to go out there and have something. It's not hard to do. But I can't see myself going out there doing bad, though. I refuse to do bad.
There are a lot of things on my mind I won't do and I can't do in here, you know. But now I'm in the rush to get out there and do it the right way, you know. But I got to wait. Even though I changed, I still got to pay for what I did, you know. So when that's up, time to go home will be a big old change.
My first thing that I want to do when I get out is get me a job. I don't have to prove nothing to anybody anymore other than I want to go prove to my kids, you know, that I am a good person. I want to get out and just mainly go to work, start my life, see how it's going to turn out. I got a good feeling about it. I think it's going to be all right.
The most difficult things here is mostly just missing your love. I appreciate the love that my wife and kids showed me more, you know, when I get home. Because, you know, I didn't think about their feelings a lot of times. I could have did some of the things I did in a totally different way, you know. Probably wouldn't have wound up here. But when I get home, I don't ever plan on seeing another place like this again.
Wait a minute. What I done was wrong, you know what I'm saying? I got kids and whatever, and I wouldn't encourage them to think that what I done was right. I mean, being in prison is bad, but a lot of people, I got to admit it, actually find themselves and become someone upon release.
An inmate that spends time in a warehouse, in a jail, doing nothing is being wasted. I think warehousing inmates is just not the answer to what we're trying to do. I think we're working on different areas that will help us improve an inmate when he gets out of here and be a better person, a better citizen.
State your name and number for the record.
I have an addictive personality, and I'm going to get hooked on whatever I do. If I go out and drink a beer, I'm going to be an alcoholic. If I go out and get high, I'm going to be a drug addict. If I go out and work, I'm going to be a workaholic. The difference is one of them three ain't going to get me in jail. I'm not just trying to go in and get my time cut and go run the streets again. I'm trying to accomplish something. You know, once I can get this done and get back out there, I'll go back to work again and I'll be a productive citizen and I'll be a good boy. Promise.